Hey, what is up, guys? It's your boy Z, and welcome back to another TubeCast. Today, I've got an awesome friend streamer here by the name of N Greasy. Welcome to the TubeCast, man.
Thank you, Z. Welcome, YouTube.
So, I'm going to ask you a bunch of questions, and we're just going to have a lot of fun with this. And the first question, straight off the bat, is how long have you been a gamer/gaming for?
So honestly, I don't have many memories of before I was a gamer. So I would say literally 3 years old. We started off with the Game Boys when we were super little. I have an older brother that's 3 years older, so pretty much whenever he jumped into things, that's when I jumped into things. So
Yeah,
I was probably 3 years old. We started off with the original PlayStation, and then from there we just never stopped getting, first of all, Sony products, but then I just never stopped gaming. And I would say in the past like 4 or 5 years, I've really gotten into it more competitively. I'm not saying
yeah.
I compete or anything, but I definitely perform at a higher level, and I like to compete now, as opposed to me just playing for fun back in the day.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Like you play like the Rocket League and stuff like that, and like do you compete with that?
I do not compete necessarily, but I am grand champ, and that's the highest level on the game. Granted, there are just when you hit grand champ, that doesn't mean you're the best in the game. There are thousands and thousands of hours that need to be played after grand champ to get to the pro level. So I don't actually compete, but when I play in ranked games, they're pretty high level, and I kind of take pride in my gameplay. Most of the time on stream, I kind of like just to like hang around and talk with chat and stuff. But off stream, I definitely get sweaty and try to compete to the best of my abilities in ranked.
Nice, nice. And when did you decide to become a content creator on Twitch, and what got you interested in actually streaming?
So I'll be honest, about a year ago, if someone ever asked me if I wanted to start streaming, I would say no. I just enjoyed doing other things with my life. So one night, it was after baseball, I realized, wow, I'm playing a ton of video games, and the video games, I don't want that to take out of my social life. Like, I don't want to be shut into a room and play video games for 5 hours a night, and that's
Yeah,
just 5 hours of my life that I don't get back. So I
yeah,
was like, "Well, I mean, what if I got to hang out with all these people while I play these video games?" So, obviously, I watched Twitch, especially when it really started to blow up with Ninja and Fortnite and all that. That's when I really started to watch Twitch, but then I started to figure out, I was like, "Well, I'm re I'm good at Rocket League, and I'm good at Fortnite." So I started to look at kind of smaller streamers because I felt like I could relate to them more. I'm
yeah,
Obviously, I wasn't a ninja where I was talking to 60,000 people at the same time. I was looking at a little bit smaller streamers and more on the Rocket League side because the Fortnite market was so saturated. I was thinking to myself, well, if I do want to jump into this, it would probably be with Rocket League because there's not a Rocket League streamer with 50,000 viewers at one time.
uh-huh.
So I'm going to jump into Rocket League, and I enjoyed that. Everyone's great at Fortnite at the time. Everyone was great at Fortnite, but Rocket League was kind of my thing, like on the baseball teams I would play on or in my friend group. Like there weren't really Rocket League players that were studs. So that was kind of my thing. So I was like, okay, I'm going to, if I'm going to play Rocket League for 4 or 5 hours a day, I'm going to stream it. So I looked at all these streamers. This guy named McLando, he was the very first Rocket League streamer that I watched. And after watching his stream, I decided, I was like, you know what? I'm going to jump into it, do it. And this was probably 8 months ago
Yeah.
it was September 3rd. And I was like, you know what? Let's do it. So I got to play my video games and hang out with people. So it was kind of like the best of both worlds.
Nice, nice. It's good to be known because I watch you and I've watched you for a while now, and it's good that I can come back and you're enjoying the game that you enjoy playing.
Mhm. Absolutely.
So that's cool.
Yeah.
I like that backstory.
The biggest thing about it that appealed to me is obviously the wanting to game with people and not just quoting like waste 5 hours of my day. But I feel like I'm very introverted and extroverted at the same time,
Yeah.
meaning that I need my alone time to recharge, but also I love like getting energy from other people. So I enjoy hanging out with a giant group of friends, but then I also need my alone time. And streaming is the best of both worlds in that way. I get to hang out with all these people, but at the same time, I'm by myself at my house, you know? So
Yeah, the
it's
comforts of your own home.
100%, 100%.
Yeah, I feel you on that, man. Nice. Have you got a favorite genre of video games?
So I wouldn't say I have a favorite genre, but it's kind of when people ask me if you have a favorite like top 10 movies, it always changes, but I kind of always have like the top 3 favorites. So my favorite genre of video game would probably be any type of competitive game. So something that you compete online with people. I know that's not really a genre because there's shooters, there's sports games, but anything that you have to compete, that's what I really enjoy doing.
Yeah.
But then again, I also enjoy horror games where you're not playing online, you're just playing out a story. So it kind of always switches, but I would definitely have to say any type of competitive game online because again, it doesn't feel like I'm playing a video game when I'm doing that. When I'm competing, that's just not like how I grew up playing video games. So it doesn't have that video game vibe to me. But I'll say if I had to throw it down, I would say shooter, horror, and then sports. I'm not a huge sports guy, although I love Rocket League. I'm talking about the sports such as in a a baseball game or Madden or something like that. That's not really my cup of tea, but I definitely enjoy Rocket League, so I have to say sports.
That's fair enough. That's from, I mean, I was crying laughing, was it last week when you was playing Pacified,
Oh,
that horror game?
Pacify. Oh my gosh. That's the thing. I hate scary movies and I hate horror games, but I love them in the aspect that they give me that adrenaline rush. So I'll never stop playing
Yeah, I've been asked that many times to play
them.
horror games for the specific fact of getting that jump scare.
Oh, it's the best. It is the
And so
best.
people can actually witness me jump.
Oh, I love
So,
it.
so you're also a baseballer. Um, how long you been doing that for? And can you tell us a bit more about it all?
Yes. So I have been doing it since I was 4 or 5 years old. Again, I have a brother that's 3 years older than I am. So pretty much whenever he starts something, that's when I started something. So when he first started playing baseball, that's when I jumped in as well. And I was playing, I was 4 years old playing with these 6, 7 year olds and just having the time of my life. Um, so how old would that be? I've been doing it for over 20 years now and still not sick of it. I love it. Love it to death. It's still what I based my life around, I would say. But yeah, so I went to in high school, my team won the state championship. It was awesome. And ever since high school, I've pretty much used baseball as an avenue to explore the world. I lived in Canada, I lived in Hawaii, I lived in Australia, I lived in Sweden, and then when I was in Sweden, I got to visit all over Europe. So baseball is a huge part of my life, and not being able to do that right now because this quarantine has definitely made some major life changes in my life, but I think it's been for
Mhm.
the better. I've gotten to focus on streaming and building community and all that stuff. So I think that's been great, but definitely a change of pace in my life, not having to go to the gym for 3 hours a day, then go hit, condition, and all that stuff. I'm still going to the gym and conditioning, but it's just different when you're not doing it for a specific reason because we have no idea when baseball is going to be back. I have no idea where I'm going to go play next or anything like that.
Yeah. So you lived in Australia.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I lived in Perth.
Oh, nice. How long have you lived there for?
I was there for 7 months. Six.
How'd you find that?
So there was a guy on my team senior year of college, and he was from New Zealand. And I told him, I'm like, hey, look, I would really want to go play overseas after this year. Instead of like trying out for like an indie ball team or anything like that in the States, I was like, I really want to use this as an avenue to travel because I've heard about people doing it in the past. And then the guy from New Zealand hooked me up with one of his like buddies, which is an overseas scout. And then the rest just worked like butter. It was just, hey, let me talk to a couple guys, send them your videos, and then a couple of days later, I get a call saying, hey, would you like to come play out in Australia? And I was like, absolutely. And ever since then, I've been getting calls from all over the world, pretty much asking if I would want to come play, coach. When I was in Sweden, not only did I play, but I also got to go to schools and teach little kids about baseball because in Sweden, baseball is not a big game at all. So I got to teach. I also got to help a couple of kids with their English because obviously English isn't their first language. So it was really cool. It's baseball's definitely been a huge opportunity in my life so far.
Nice. Is that leading to like professionalism now, or?
Yes. So this year I'm going to be trying out. Well, I was supposed to already try out for them, but this quarantine has halted those plans for a little bit. But I'm going to be trying out for the Gateway Grizzlies in Illinois, and they're an independent team in the States. So that is considered professional. I mean, if you're getting
Wow.
paid, I guess it's professional. So yeah.
That's freaking awesome, man. That is awesome stuff.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's definitely. I'm very fortunate, and I love it. I still love it. So.
Oh, that's awesome. So, talking about baseball, you also like fitness, and when I come to your stream, one of the things is that you'll do a push up for a follow or a sub and that. What gave you that sort of idea?
The first, so, hmm, that's there's a couple different answers to this. One, I thought to myself, what's a way that I could get people to come to the stream by doing something different? And I can do a good amount of push-ups. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to incorporate that somehow in the stream. And then in streaming terms, like the goal is to have people follow and come watch or subscribe. So I was like, well, in a way, I'm going to uh, reward those people that do subscribe, that do come and follow or something like that. So I was like, well, if I can do a decent amount of push-ups, maybe people will see that and they'll want me to do more push-ups and more push-ups. And that's how it started off, kind of selfishly saying, look, I just want to do something different. And I mean, I did it for a good reason. So, I mean, selfishly isn't really necessarily a good word to use. But
Yeah.
after a while, I started realizing that I influenced some of my friends to do it. And I think I've strictly as a result of me doing it, there's been 6 or 7 people that have started doing push-ups for subscribers or even followers. And I think that's incredible.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
Like I was watching last night. I just finished streaming, and you sent a raid over to this guy, and he was so wrapped. He was flexing, and
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah.
yeah, he was flexing, and he was all excited, and he did a dance, and he was flexing his muscles, and then I thought, oh, that's friggin' awesome.
Yeah, Mr.
That's
Merck,
awesome,
Mr. Merck. Oh, he's one
Mr.
of the
Merc.
best. He's one of the best guys I've ever rated in my life. He started singing "Toxic" by Britney Spears. He started flexing to The Rock from WWE, like that music. Oh, he's a legend.
Now, every streamer has a unique look. If it will be a baseball cap, pair of sunglasses, hair, or headbands with ears and stuff on it. Yours is a bandana headband and a tank top. Now, is that because you do the amount of push-ups and sit-ups and stuff that you do on the stream? Or is it just like
Yes.
a comfy kind of feel?
So, two things. One, it is the workout thing, like working out, you got to show the guns a little bit, So, so yes, the workout thing. The bandana was kind of just to like look cool, I guess, and I wanted it to be my thing. So when people come to the stream, they're like, that's the bandana tank top guy. And all my emotes have bandana, tank top. So I wanted that to be like my signature look. However, I could make like a lasting impression. And a
Yeah.
lot of people that I don't even know are subscribed to my channel just for my emotes because they have that flex emote, a cool heart emote. So that's how it first. I was like, I wanted to do something different, and I wanted that to be my look. But also, when I lived in Australia, I gamed probably 4 or 5 hours a day, and every day in Australia, all I wore was tank tops. I never wore normal shirts unless I was like going out to dinner or something.
Yeah.
So I've always just been a tank top and shorts kind of guy. So the fact that I'm going to be gaming, I want to be comfortable. So I decided to make that comfortability into my look and kind of invest into my brand. So now, don't get me wrong, the nights that it's cold, it stinks because I still have to wear this tank top because I made that my thing. But the days that it's hot out, I mean, I'm happy that it is. I'm happy that's my look because that's kind of how I dressed anyways. So
Yeah, because it will work in your favor in summer, most
absolutely,
definitely.
absolutely.
But then, come winter time, you'll get all pulled taut sort of thing, so your muscles will pop even more.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a win-win pretty much.
Win-win.
Yeah.
Now, if you had to choose just one favorite game, right? So if you had to play just one, you can't play anything else. What game would that be, and why?
Okay. Well, gut instinct says Rocket League because one, that's unlike any other game. If you're good at Call of Duty, you can be good at CS:GO. If you're good at CS:GO, you can be good at other shooters. But there's no game that prepares you for Rocket League. And I've put in enough hours in the game to be decent at it. So that's just a different game. I enjoy being different. So gut instinct, I'm going to have to go with Rocket League. Final
Rocket
answer.
League.
Final answer.
It is a good game though. I mean, I enjoy
Yes.
watching it. I enjoy playing it.
Yeah,
Even though I'm
it's
not good.
and that's
giving it a
okay.
try.
See, even the friends I play with that aren't good, they still enjoy playing the game just because it's so different. And
Yeah.
that's the thing that first attracted me to the game is that it's so different. Like there's no other game. You can't play Madden, you can't play FIFA to get better at Rocket League. Like there's no other game like it. So it's definitely a unique skill set. You see all these professional players for Call of Duty that go on and play other games professionally just because they're used to playing shooters and kind of a click on their head and shoot kind of thing. There's nothing that can get you ready for Rocket League, and that's definitely what stuck out to me most. So for uniqueness, 100% Rocket League.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's a good game. Good game. So, moving away from that kind of game thing, if you weren't streaming on Twitch, what do you do in your spare time? Like apart from like your baseball and obviously your training and stuff.
Well, this is very fitting of a question since we're in quarantine. It's very easy to answer that. So I'll just run you through like a day, what it looks like. So I'll wake up and then I'll go eat. Most of the time, my brother will make me breakfast just because he wakes
Yeah.
up before me. So I'll eat. Then right now I'm going to physical therapy because I was in a little car accident. Everything's fine, but so I'll go to physical therapy. But then I'll come home and I'll play the drums for about 30 minutes. Eat again. Go play the drums for about 30 more minutes, and then I'll work out. After my workout, my brother and I will maybe play basketball because we have a basketball court at the house, and then we'll maybe go longboarding, go for a bike ride. We have a lake on our property, so sometimes we just walk around our lake. Pretty much anything just to get outside. While the
Yeah.
sun's up, my brother and I really enjoy being outside, so we'll do whatever. We'll play catch with baseballs. We'll grab some footballs, and we're really into basketball. My brother and I suck at basketball. Like we are god awful at basketball, but we do that all the time. And then basically besides that, I would say anything with a board like snowboarding, surfing, skateboarding, I'm all about. I'm a huge skateboarder.
I'm ex-professional, so
Oh,
I'm there with you, man.
beautiful.
Ex-pro, yeah.
That's awesome. I used to Well, skateboarding was a lot easier when I was 150 pounds. Now I'm about 210 pounds. So it hurts a little bit more when you fall. But
Yeah.
yeah, so anything with a board, that's right down my alley.
Nice, nice. Yeah, the skateboarding days. I can't come to terms with how small the boards are. They're like more like freestyle board size these days. I'm back
Uh,
to the old Powell Peralta Brothers
okay.
Brigade sort of style boards, the '90s style.
I gotcha.
I'm actually trying to save my coin now to get some new trucks and wheels and bearings and an old um, Mike McGill board or a Frankie Hill deck
No
so I can
way.
go and skate again.
Oh,
When I'm
right on,
43,
dude.
I'm 43 and there's skate ramps right out the front of Bonnie Tyler's house because we live very close to like Bonnie Tyler.
Uh-huh.
And right across the road from her house is like a skate ramp, and I want to go down there because it's right on the beachfront. I want to get some.
Oh, too easy, man.
Yeah, got to get back into skateboarding, man. I miss it. I miss it loads.
Yeah, it's not only is it a great way to like exercise and get out and move about, but I just love skateboarding. I've been doing that for almost as long as I've been playing baseball.
Yeah, yeah. It's just that freedom. It's just that freedom.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And I'm into everything. I'm into vert, street, just about anything. So sometimes I just bomb big hills on my skateboard. So
The
I'm
nice
just about being
downhill
on
and
my
stuff.
skateboard. Yeah.
Now, through your time as a streamer, you've come to know many people in your streams. Have you got that one memorable moment that you'll always remember and take away, and you'll never forget?
So yes, 100% yes. First of all, I'd like to say there are so many amazing people that come through my stream and have been on my stream. I've even had a couple professional Rocket League players come in through my stream. Um, this very large Twitch streamers, but the most memorable and the most impactful on not only me but my Twitch career is when I got a raid from Flash Force 4000.
Oh, nice.
And that was like a couple weeks into me streaming, and he rated me with like 10 viewers. And at the time, first of all, I'm not saying 10 viewers isn't a lot, but at the time, a guy getting 3, 4 views, having someone raid with 10 viewers, and that was my first ever raid. I was ecstatic. And then people were subscribing because I was doing push-ups and they wanted to see how many push-ups I could do. And then I joined Flash's community and I just got to know everyone. And that was just kind of where everything started. And he would never in his life say, yeah, I started in Greasy's career. And I'm not going to say he started my career, but he definitely helped inspire me to jump into the community and join not only his community, but the rest of the Rocket League community. So that's one. Another one was I was doing a charity stream for 12 hours. And I think we ended up raising $600 for St. Louis Children's Hospital. And
Oh,
I think,
nice.
yeah, not to drop or anything, but I think that was pretty freaking awesome. Um,
Yeah.
so I had a charity stream in my title, like in my like player title, and everyone that played, they're like, "Hey, how's the stream going?" No one was being real toxic, like, "Oh, like you're like advertising, blah blah blah." Like everyone was being super cool. I had a couple pro guys come in my stream and say, "Hey, like we'll play with you a few games." So I got to like put them in my title, like, "Hey, I'm playing with these like certain people. Come on in." So I that was also when I was pretty like new to streaming. So just to see that amount of support and getting to play with these professional Rocket League players after just starting streaming, I was like, this is pretty cool because they're just trying to help out with the cause I was donating to and all that stuff. So also all my mods are absolutely phenomenal. So every single night I have a guy. Um, I went to high school with this guy. He's like 15 years older than I am, so he graduated before me, but he was at every single baseball game, every single football game, and now he's a mod in my channel. I don't think there's been, if I've streamed 150 times, he's been at 145 streams. So there's just so many awesome mods in my channel and regulars that come in every single night. And if I'm like, hey, who wants to play a game? There's never emptiness in chat. Like they're always like, yeah, I'll play. Like they're just, I'd say everyone in chat together has made just my whole experience awesome. But definitely Flash Force and those couple pros that I first met were the like biggest impact on me, especially since it was when I was starting out.
Nice. Yeah, no, as you know, I come to your stream every single night. I enjoy the community. I enjoy the music you play. I enjoy your commentary, the gameplay. It just fits me really well, and I'll definitely encourage people to go over and check you out and watch you, because they won't be disappointed.
Oh, you're a legend.
You know. So as we come to a close today, is there any advice you would give to anyone who was thinking about becoming a Twitch streamer or live streamer or YouTube in that matter, who's thinking about doing it but a bit scared and hesitant of becoming on webcam or streaming? Any advice you would give from the experience that you've learned so far? And
100%. So the first thing I would do is ask them or ask yourself, what kind of streamer or YouTuber would you like to be? So do you just want to do it to have fun and you don't really care about your viewership or how many subscribers you get or followers or anything like that? If you don't mind, 1,000,000%, that's okay. Then just do what makes you happy. First of all, I recommend everyone use webcam every once in a while. Just because if you don't want to use a webcam, that's probably because it's outside of your comfort zone. And I encourage someone to do something outside of your comfort zone. I think that's phenomenal. But on the other days, if you're not trying to grow or anything and you really don't want to use a webcam, you just want to hang out and just stream your video game for fun, then do it. Just absolutely do it. If you're not worried about viewers and all that stuff, you just want to have fun, do what makes you happy. But if you're someone that really wants to take this Twitch streaming career or making YouTube videos to the next level, you definitely, first of all, you have to go outside your comfort zone, but you need to put in time. So a lot of times when I'll have like 20, 25 viewers, even 30 viewers, people will come in and they'll say, hey, like, how do you have like 30 viewers right now? And first thing I'll say is, well, do you have Twitter? And they're like, no, I don't have Twitter. I'm like, okay, well, that's a huge place where you grow. That's where you get to learn or meet a lot of the community, and you have to put in time. And then when they're like, well, I don't have time to put in, I go, well, Twitch streaming is kind of not just going to fall in your lap. No one's going to give you the secret to success. Like there is no secret to success. You put in time and you get out what you put in.
yeah.
I understand that it's easier for other people, but in just generally speaking, it's kind of all the same thing. You just put in the time, you go visit other streamers, you make that Twitter account, and you interact with people. That's how you meet new people. And the worst thing you could really do is kind of go into someone else's stream and kind of just self-promote yourself and leave. Like all the time, if I'm talking with someone and I've been talking to them for a while, then I'll bring up the fact, I'm like, oh, so you must stream and all this stuff. And people love talking about themselves. So they definitely won't be shy about it. But if, just be genuine. If you're going out there just trying to get followers and stuff, people will pick up on that. And even if someone does come by your channel, that they're not 100% likely to come back just because they know you're not in it for the right reason. When someone comes in, I love helping anyone out that streams. But if there's a random person that's never been in my chat before and the first thing they say is, hey, how come I only have one viewer? Like, hey, Joel, like that's not really appropriate. I'll help you with whatever you'd want, man. But like hang out or I don't know, I don't know. Some people kind of feel entitled to getting viewers or getting followers or subscribers. And I'll admit there are 1,000 other people with better gameplay than me on Rocket League, but that's not necessarily why the people come and hang out. You know, they like the personality, and you have to put in the time to network with all these people. So the biggest thing I would say to a Twitch streamer that's trying to start up is put in the time and network.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, then, Greasy, I want to say a massive, massive thank you for taking your time to be interviewed from me. I know that a lot of my fans on YouTube will be looking forward to listening about all the questions I asked you on here today, and I know for a fact there will be a good few that will come over now and start watching your Twitch stream and that. But no, for everyone who's watching the actual TubeCast, I want to say be sure to go check out Greasy. The links and the description will be down below as usual. Be sure to go over and show some love. He's an awesome streamer. Very, 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 very great community. Great gameplay. You'll feel at home, feel relaxed, and you will definitely be coming back for more. I can't express it enough. I host him every night. And I will continue to do so because I've actually put you on automatic host now.
You're a legend, Z. Thank you so much. You're a legend.
Put you on an automatic host. But no, Greasy, thank you so much, dude. I really appreciate it. And look forward to watching more of your content.
Z, thank you so much.
You're welcome, man. No worries. And that is it, guys. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget, Greasy, go check him out. Description stuff in down below. That is me signing off. Thanks for watching, guys, and I shall see you on the next one.